Okay, thank you very much. It's still Serious Matters with Olokunle on ONIF TV. Police officer demoted for assaulting medical doctors in Akwa Ibom. Well, there is a lockdown in most of the states, also in Akwa Ibom, where they already have cases too. Before I go into the stories, there have been cases of people being given real cane beating, because they faulted the stay-at-home rule or law. Personally, I felt it should be relaxed a bit, and that's why Timmy Frank came out to say that our law enforcement agencies should be trained and instructed not to relax their enforcing this particular lockdown, because there will be some people who there could be something very urgent. We're still digging into the issue of the young man that was killed in Warri. It was said to be the husband of a pregnant woman who went to get medications for her, and he got killed. So one got beaten to death and several others injured. In the name of and the moment I saw the videos of police, what they were doing in Indian and all those places, I was skeptical that wow, if this begins to happen in Nigeria. And it was just that day that the president came up to say that there's going to be a lockdown in Ogun, Lagos, and FCT, and rolled out officers, and we began to see similar cases. We even saw a case of where they went to a particular restaurant or beer parlor, and they started destroying, the drinks of the person and everything. Well, somebody said they could have just locked the place and, see to it that person will only be able to open that place when they relax the whole thing. Well, let's see this. A police officer deployed to the Akwa Ibom State Command has been demoted for assaulting a medical doctor while enforcing the stay-at-home order of the Akwa Ibom government. Recall that Akwa Ibom State government had exempted health workers from its lockdown order, which was effective to curb the spread of coronavirus in the state. It's not just in the states, everywhere. We can't lock down our health workers. Our medical doctors still got to move around. I still have medical doctors who get in contact with me. Who reach out to me even at this time, because we have a lot of things to do. So it's a norm. If you lock them up, if you don't allow them to move, then who's going to take care of you? I remember the story. I don't know if I'm permitted to do that now. I remember the short story. A man was rushing somewhere. He was rushing to the hospital. He was a doctor rushing to an hospital in Lagos, and there was this policeman who stopped him, asked him for papers, and because it was an emergency, he just asked for permission to go. But the policeman will not just let him go, and so he at a point he got upset, left the car, and got on the bike. That was when there were still bikes rolling in Lagos State, and so got on the bike and rushed off to the hospital. And then some minutes later, the policeman surfaced. You know what? The person that was in the emergency that the doctor was going to attend to was actually the policeman's wife. Anyway, thank God she was saved. But you know what the scenario would be like that. So we all just need to be very, very careful. It's a short story, but it's filled with lessons. You could just be standing in your own way when you saw. There's wisdom in deploying everything. The police sergeant Eddie Dong Alexander assaulted Dr. Daniel Edith, who is a surgeon with the University of Uyo Teaching Hospital, while on his way to work on Friday evening. It was gathered that the police began investigating the incident after the Nigerian Medical Association threatened to embark on a strike over the assault incident, which left Mr. Edith's hand fractured. That's terrible. What for? What for? What for? Now look at what you have gotten. A career that has been built over time, now being demoted. It's a lesson anyway. I believe it's a lesson for all of us. The police officer who was found guilty after the investigation was concluded was demoted from the rank of a sergeant to corporal. That's terrible. The state's commissioner of police, Imohime Egal, also met with Dr. Edith and the chairman of the Nigerian Medical Association in the state and apologized to the surgeon and the medical doctor in Akwa Ibom over the conduct of the police officer. And Akwa Ibom State has only recorded 5 confirmed cases of the coronavirus since the outbreak of the disease in the state. Well, that's it. Like I said, it's a lesson. Let's just be careful as we discharge our various duties. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.